Hello, welcome back to another chase to the underground. My background's going a little bit crazy right now, despite my incredible lighting that I have going on. This week, I am joined by Becca, but this time Becca's not in her home studio as such. She is in the garage. How you doing there, Becca?
You. This is going to be great. I love talking while writing. Actually, that's a lie. The women that race with me know I talk all the fucking time. So
Wow, that's I think that's a record for swearing on this live stream.
I like to get it in early.
It's like just after 1 minute, I think.
I don't like to forget about it. It gets lonely if you leave it too long.
Okay, good. So Becca's currently leading the C group, or the group formerly known as C, because thrust upon us was the new racing categorization, which we didn't ask for or know was coming necessarily, but it just happened, and then we had to scramble to reset all of the categories. So we're going to probably have to experiment with it here and there to see how things shake out. At the moment, the C's are by far and above the biggest group. That said, when I was flicking through and seeing who's actually riding, most of them were actually C's. So yeah, money currently on the C's because I think they have the biggest group out there on the road, but we will see how it all shakes down. This week we're doing Volcano Circuit counterclockwise. It's going to be pretty crazy and chaotic. 5 laps in total. It is going to be quite hard to follow, but we're going to do our best. And Becca will be chipping in with, I don't know, screams, grunts,
cheerful swearing.
Cheerful swearing. Here is just a quick look at the former categories as they are. The time gaps are still the same. So the Cat Ds, they started dead on 8 o'clock here CET. And oh, thanks, it's disappeared. So they were out there first. We're currently with the Cat Cs, and we're going to jump in and see them in a second. So they start 4 minutes later, 3 minutes later, the Cat Bs, and then 2 minutes later, the Cat As. And all the riders out on course are going to have to work together to try and win. So let's hop on over and see how the racing is going down. And the C's are looking pretty close knit if we zoom out. I don't know how many riders we have here in total. It must be about 25, maybe 20, 25, 25, I'd say. There's a few who have already been dropped. Feel sorry for them. But we will also look at what are the results, what groups were people in, and maybe some of the lower C's who have already been dropped. Maybe we'll put them in with the D's next time, and we'll even things out. So it's a bit experimental. We have power-ups, which we've always had turned off, but Zwift decided to turn on. Thanks a lot for that. So yeah, there's going to be a few things, a few kinks that we have to iron out. I'm going to see if I can hop back and grab some of the other people out on course. And
So the thing that's going to be confusing about this one is like Neokio. It's not like I just tried to load sauce to see who is ahead. It's like the D's are behind the C's. So it'll be a little curious. It's going to be like Mario Kart. Seriously.
Yes, I know. We have done this course before. Probably about 2 years ago, I think. It's been a while. We normally avoid the slightly like tighter crypt courses. But couldn't resist it, to be honest. Just to throw something in a little bit different. And this is currently the D's here. And it looks like there is, oh, thanks for that. There is 6 of them. And this is why we don't have power-ups, because some asshole drops
It's like,
drops an arrow power-up off the front and tries to drop the group who he is supposed to be, or she is supposed to be working with. So
Leroy Jenkins.
yes, it's very Leroy Jenkins. So well done, S. Parson, in the D's, ruining the entire race. So whoever you are, you should feel incredibly guilty.
I just didn't know.
Yeah, well, I to be honest, again, like, why would Zwift fuck with your event when you already have things set up the way you want? They'll just go, yeah, we're just going to turn power ups back on for you because surely you wanted it on the last 2 years of your event. So
Maybe it's the default.
so anyway, there is going to be a few interesting aspects to this race, which are, I guess, unnecessary, but we'll embrace it for what it is. Chaotic. As chaotic as my t-shirt and my background all at once, to be honest.
It is a lot.
It is a lot. I mean, I could switch it back to just a blurry background. Do I want to?
No, why?
Well, I will do. I'll do it.
Those of us on mushrooms right now are really appreciating it.
Are you on mushrooms?
No.
Okay.
There could be someone on mushrooms, though.
I don't know what the possibility of that is.
It's 8 o'clock in Germany. I think that there's probably 40 people within a 100-yard radius of you.
Berlin, they'll all be doing speed, I imagine.
Really?
Speed or ketamine, yeah.
Oh.
And in which case, yeah, they're very different ends of the spectrum of experience. So
yeah,
I don't know whether, please, if you are watching on ketamine or speed, please write in the chat and let us know how you are enjoying the live stream and if it is more exciting or less exciting under different
these kits would be very exciting.
True. I like to think so. I like to think I would just be sort of popping out of the screen like the logo of Old Powell skateboard logo.
Can you go over what the categories are now? Like, I'm in. So what is that band? Mine's like 351 to 550. So it's 1 to 350 is the D's, right?
Sure. I can't remember what I set it to be honest. I think it's zero. Is it 0 to 350? It might have been 0 to 350. I have to hop out and see what it is. Get my Discord going because I put it in there. But I mean, at the moment it's kind of a little bit experimental because it is literally our first event with this new setup. Yeah, we did have to tweak it slightly than what it was because originally it said it so we had 5 categories, which we could technically do, but in my mind, I just felt that if we had 5 categories, it could get even more confusing. To be honest, we could try at some point and see, hey, should we try and have 5 categories and see how it works out? It means trying to find more ride leaders, which is already quite difficult. But yeah, currently the D's are 0 to 350. We got the C's 350 to 550. The B's are 550 to 700, and the A's are 700 to 1000. And it's meant that the A's, the B's, and the D's are all pretty much even, but the C's are almost 3 times as big in this event, I think, at the moment. So
I think most races are. I think C fields are generally the largest, right?
Yes, definitely.
So now they're just including low B's with C's. So that C group's going to be even bigger. Because, like, I'm technically in the right group right now. I mean, I'm not even in my sweet spot. So, like, the group's not going super fast. But I'm technically in the right group. So it's low B's and all of C's. That's why the groups are so disproportionate.
Yeah. But where do we then put those I mean, could make the gap for the C's even smaller. It's kind of hard to say whether that's the right thing to do. Maybe it
People
is.
are
Maybe it is. But then we might lose some C's who are just like, oh, why have I been put into like the B's now? There's going to be so many people on that border that I don't know. I think it's going to be quite tricky to get 100% correct without a lot of noodling.
yeah. I mean, I think rather than creating 4 equal categories now, if the Zwift races use this categorization, I think you're going to have even more people in that C category.
Yeah, I guess you mean in general, I guess so, there are. But I would imagine we have to see that surely more of those top or lower Bs, if they do well, obviously in races, they're not going to be coming into this C category. So,
I mean, they're going to be opting out.
no, I think they're going to be improving their racing score, and I would imagine things even out a little bit more. But I mean, I really don't know at this point. We can just see here actually, the A's have just caught a C who had been dropped. I'm not sure which C it was. But the A's are currently out, and we're watching. They're quite a good little group. Oh, that C has dropped their draft power up. Try and see if they can get in. Hard work. Out of the saddle from this C, and has got back on the back of this A group. Good job.
This is when he should drop his.
I couldn't see who it was.
Drop the tax.
It's not Parson, is it? It's not Parson. No. I popped back in with the D's. Parson is charging ahead of these D's right now. A little breakaway group. Parson has caused an absolute nightmare with this D group. So again, this could be a little bit of an issue. Parson might be in reality a C and just doesn't want to work with the D's. I don't really know. So it's going to be interesting to see how it shakes out. But it looks like there's lots of groups sort of coagulated together here, because look, there's the B's, and the B's are just
there's the B's.
Through. B's.
Wait,
yeah.
Look at the B. Oh, they came in at a different spot. This is why it's chaos.
It is. Sorry, this is the A's. This is the A's. I got the kits mixed up before. So this is actually the A's. The A's are actually a big group.
13. That is a big group.
So
no.
They have a good chance this time around.
Yeah. I mean, we're at 10K. They're at 7.3K.
Yeah. I have no idea. I'm going to have a quick look at Zwift Power right now. Zwift Power is currently predicting. Who do you think is going to win based on Zwift Power?
B's.
B's. You are wrong. It's the C's.
C's.
Yeah, you said B's.
You intentionally misheard.
No, you've got to enunciate even more clearly.
I got to work on my pronunciation while my heart rate is above 150.
150? That's nothing.
Shut up.
What's your max heart rate?
190. I'm old.
Okay, 150s.
Let's stop talking about age.
That means you're going easy. That means you're not even trying. Okay.
I told you.
Well, anyway, C's, they're currently predicted to come in at 40 minutes 59. And then D's, B's, and A's are all pretty much predicted to come in at the same time. A minute and a half later. That is what is currently being predicted.
That seems wrong.
It could be wrong because it's not always right, but it is a barometer.
How many B's are there?
Well, you can't trust Zwift Power. I think we were with the B's, who I'm currently representing with my brand spanking new Verge kit. and they had about 13, I think. No, a bit less, maybe.
That was the A's, I think.
No, because Dan is in the A's, and this is the A's.
The A's had 13.
Yes.
I
Okay.
said.
Good.
You're just testing my mental acuity.
I think I'm testing my own, to be honest.
No, that's already been proven.
Yeah, because we're here, we're following Dan. Dan is the ride leader currently.
Okay, fine. They both have 13. That is the only way we could have both been right.
Yeah, but I think the A's are bigger. Not gonna lie.
Just look bulkier.
It is a nice kit.
He's a nice kid. That's the Alpha Women? Yeah. That looks good.
Well, no. Well, it says that's the name of the kit in Zwift because, of course, they always put the wrong names of the kit in as well. Another annoying thing that Zwift does.
It's the women's Alpha kit.
No, it's not.
What?
No, it's not. It is the Coalition Alpha home kit, which the women race in, and the men race in the Coalition Alpha away kit, which is I'm wearing a away kit t-shirt.
That's a distinction without a difference, Hero.
I'm afraid we did home and away kits, and then we said to Zwift, hey, the women are going to race in the home kit, the men are going to race in the away kit. So they put the kits into Zwift, calling the women's kit and the men's kit, which was wrong. So I think the Coalition Community kit is the only kit we've ever had in which has the correct name. So
who wins in it all the time?
What's that?
Who wins in it all the time?
Like
Alpha Women.
I mean, everyone.
And then,
well, it's definitely not the A's in the Coalition Chase race. Sorry, Dan.
This one's tough too. The A's need a grade to make up significant amounts of time.
It's true, or they could just push harder. my bit of sass for the day. No, it's not. I got my sass. Okay, we've headed back.
Goodness.
We're in with the D's, and I mean, scattered. I think that's why they don't even sort of appear on the Zwift Power predictions.
Who's at the front? Is that he?
Oh, there's a couple of scumbags off the front.
Carson, yeah.
But the main group's working well here. I don't know why they're just riding as two off the front. I have a feeling they have no idea how this works.
They think they're winning.
Maybe they think they're winning.
It does take an explanation, though. Parson is the one that fell off the back on Cat's Paw in New York. Just to cycle it back there.
So if it's not their first rodeo, they should know better.
Takes a few rodeos, to be honest.
I disagree.
If you've ever been to a rodeo, they're fucking confusing.
And more confusing than this race? I have no idea who's winning right now.
Coalition is.
Coalition
we got
is.
Everybody. We got everybody in the kits.
Have the A's overtaken the B's already?
No.
I mean, back in with the A's. Here are the. Here's Jesse. Let's give him a power up. I mean, a ride on. We'll give him a ride on, not a power up.
That would be fun.
We don't. Yeah.
If you could just assign power ups, it could be like Mario Kart, where the last people to go through the banners got the best power ups.
Yeah.
You know, so like first people got burritos and like steamrollers where there's no need, anvils on a flat course, and then people behind got like double length feathers.
Double length feathers.
Yeah,
A whole plume. We'll call it the plume power up.
that would be amazing.
Look at this though, from the bees. I mean, this looks like a full-on team time trial right now.
Yeah, but there's still 1.5 kilometers behind us.
A beautiful view. Like, pipe down because, like, you know, you're biased. This is who I have to support. I've got the kit. They look amazing in that current livery, as the Americans would say. And we've got this beautiful bird's eye view of this group here. And yeah, they're looking pretty tidy. I think it's going to be hard to beat the bees this week. Right?
Nope.
Oh, I did get some. There is some chat. I'm sorry if you were in the chat. I was kind of looking out for it and I didn't see anything. I'm just going to bring in some of those messages. Amy says Becca's gone all out with a fancy new microphone. True. She saw my microphone, which you can't see because it's. Oh, look, there it is. I can conjure it with the. So Becca copied me, got the same microphone. It's a good microphone.
Never.
Josh is in there. He says, "Let's go bees." It's another week of saving the bees.
Now that I've seen that, I can't just think.
Come on,
How
you've had 2
crazy.
weeks to look that up. Zwifty, James B says, great to see Reese at the cutting edge of the implementation of ZRS in the chase race. I mean, it really is the cutting edge. I mean, like, I was nearly cutting myself, to be honest, when I saw it had happened.
Working out the bugs, are you?
Exactly.
I think the bees are so small because half of them were shoveled into C's.
No, that's not true. There's only a handful of bees in the seas.
I'm telling you,
when I checked.
My racing score is 510. So I'm not even at the top of the category.
Cool.
So there's likely people with higher racing scores than me.
I know, but it's a small difference.
In women's, right now, everybody over 500 is an A.
Wow. Yeah, I can't change that.
Yeah. I'm just saying that is what they have sectioned off. 500 to 1,000 in women's is A.
Okay.
Whether or not your category is A when they move to racing score.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they're going to do for ZRL, but.
There's another message here from James. He says, wow, Reese, did you put out a warning over the color explosion going on with your top and background? Please don't move around too quickly.
Or, yeah, dance party.
I mean, I
use your outro music.
I have I have lots of now branded apparel in the away kit. I'm looking forward to testing out the new Verge Pain Cave kit with its translucent legs. It's going to be very interesting. Ooh. I expect my wife to. I suspect it's very comfortable to ride in, but I also suspect my wife to laugh at me when she sees me wearing it. So
that is definitely what she should do.
You haven't got the Pain Cave kit, right? You got the.
I do.
Oh, you do?
That's what I'm wearing.
Okay.
But to be honest, I still wear it outside.
You do?
Because sometimes it's hot. Yeah. Sometimes it's hot here. Like 100 degrees hot.
Wow. That's boiling.
It was 106 last week.
Okay. I mean, in where I come from, you die at that temperature.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I do.
So I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. You with your ye olde temperatures and stuff. What is that in Celsius for the civilized world?
It's like close to 40.
40? Yeah, that is hot.
It's 5/9 minus 32, or so.
I do like there's a good meme which is like Americans will use anything except the metric system. And it's all of these like quotes from like news programs and stuff where whatever it's like this person traveled the length of 2,000 football fields or something like they just pull out all of these examples where they use something else to measure something. It's a great
Bees are
meme.
catching the bees.
I beg your pardon.
Bees are catching the bees.
The D's are catching the bees.
No, it's C's. C's.
Well, I'm in with the bees.
Please don't be catty.
I mean, I'm in with the C's. I'm literally there.
They're watching it. Next up, Parsons.
Here we go. C's are caught to the D's. What do we say when one of the categories catches the other one? Nom, 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 nom. I should try and get Andy in just to or get him to record him doing that.
Oh yeah.
Just so that well, I need some sound effects. I need like a stream board so I can just play or a synth so I can just play sound effects. I don't have that at the moment. So obviously I can up the quality of my stream quite significantly if I could be bothered. Maybe one day I'll get a stream deck and just have the sound effects. I don't know how it works with Restream. I need to find out.
Have you ever seen those British women comedian couples and say, "Am I bothered? Do I bothered? Am I bothered?"
I hate to break it to you. Oh no, is she a woman? Yeah, she is.
It's an old show.
Yeah, no, I know it is. It's the Catherine. Is it Catherine Tate? God, I
Yeah,
don't know. I never watched
Tate
it.
sounds right.
Yeah.
I was deployed with a Brit in 2008 and absorbed so many details about the British military. So weird. So different. How, 228 to see. You're not catching us in 5 kilometers. Come on, Dan Pan. We could essentially coast.
Well, it does currently have you winning still by it's come down, but you've overtaken the D's, so I don't know why it suggests the D's would be close to finishing. Maybe they are close to finishing alongside you. But there's still a minute and a half, so it seems unlikely. By the way, seeing as James has seen, he's getting a lot of shout outs. He's also throwing in more messages, as should everybody else watching. So shout out to all Coalition Distortion riders in the chase race tonight. Good luck in the battle for the podium in ZRL on Tuesday. Absolutely. How has round 1 been going for everybody?
That last
season,
race was shit.
that season started early. I can't believe. Is it already race 5 or 6? 6?
6.
Yeah, Jesus.
We're trying to make a women's ZRL recon video. Because it's always men. We're going to need your help, though.
What, my help?
Yeah.
My help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just with knowledge.
Oh, yeah, I've got some of that.
Oh.
Oh.
Once your voice drops, you'll have even more.
Yeah. Oh.
You'll have wisdom then. Oh. All right, I'm dead.
What do you mean you're dead?
The talking really takes it out of me.
Rubbish. What's your heart rate now?
170.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's above race pace. Although I could probably chill out.
I'm just seeing if there's going to be any more action coming out of the other riders. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm just quickly. Oh, why didn't I write down the total distance? What's the total
It's,
distance?
3.6 plus 21.7. So
Sorry? Sorry, what?
it's like 25.2.
But you're on the last
Three.
lap, right?
Between 2 and 3. Yes.
Genau. Okay.
And we dropped the D, who was hanging on, who was really
Oh,
good. They were hanging on really well.
is that the rider from Marsden? I think it was this rider from Marsden. Unlucky. Oh, actually, I think you dropped 2 because there was also Kildegard. He was
That's
also,
a good name.
was also hanging on. So Kildegard and I can't see your last name because your tag is so long. Oh, Greenlay or Greenhow. I don't know. Eric not too far behind. Well done, Eric. Keep on pushing. Here we are with the bees. Come on, Jesse. What's going on, man? The bees are only just coming over the lap banner, so that's how far behind they are. I
Have
mean,
the A's caught them?
technically, no. Technically, the bees have not even caught the D's yet. So, and why does the Zwift keep doing that annoying menu thing? Oh, but the bees
the
are about
A's?
to be caught by the A's, I think, from this view. Almost certainly, which could mean we get a mega group.
Have the B's passed the D's?
No, what? No, the D's. No. So some of the A's have just caught the B's here. Now they need to form ABBA. They need to combine to form ABBA, and they need to now really. This is their last chance. They have just started the final lap. And it has to be all-out war, but not against one another. So it's going to be really interesting. We're going to hang with ABBA for a little bit here. And
They're not going to catch us. We're the gingerbread men.
Oh, I was going to be like, oh, it's going to be a tragedy if they lose. And then I'm like, wait a minute, that's the Bee Gees.
No G category yet.
No, exactly. But it's got B in it. So the BBs. I tell you what, I am looking at this A-B group. I don't know if the Bs are now killing themselves to stay with the A's, or if the A's have just slowed down a little bit. I'm looking at the power of some of these riders, and I'm a bit disappointed. No, I'm going to tell you the truth. There seems to be a bit of a lull in effort there, and that is devastating to their chances. I am not going to lie. And amazing opportunity for the C's. What can I say? The C's will just be hanging out the front going, ha ha, we can just waltz in, which you were already saying before this happened, but that was mainly cockiness rather than anything else.
I do really like shit talking. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't like to be mean, but I do like to shit talk, and it's a really fine line. So usually I'm on the wrong side of it.
Being chat talked on?
No, usually I'm on the wrong side of it comes across as mean, even though I'm just trying to
I see. Yeah.
banter.
I just presume you're mean. So yeah.
You know me. You know I'm not mean.
I know, but I just presume you mean.
I'm only mean to like little kids that are mean to my kids.
Oh.
That's when I like break out all my knives and I sharpen them in front of them. You know, I'm like, oh,
this is
I killed the man.
This is where you need to no, it's I'm not going to make jokes about arming kids when your kids go to American schools. I can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So many jokes lost.
Oh. Well, I'm telling you.
These are finishing.
What? Oh, Jesus.
These are finishing.
Okay. Okay. We're heading in. Oh, there they are. Well done, C's. I'm glad I caught that finish. Thanks for that heads up. So unnecessarily late in the day.
It's fun-ish.
So we don't know who actually won.
You won.
I don't know the individual who won though. You didn't give me much of a heads up there.
Van Den Heuvel.
Paul van der Heuvel.
Yeah.
3680. They do actually have to be numbered.
I see.
In,
here, Reese, this is.
Here we are. We're just. I'm back in with Dan. There's some big sprints coming out of ABBA. Okay, so we're going to catch the finish of ABBA here. Not enough to get the win. Here's Jesse. Jesse, a lot of feather power-ups being dropped right here. And they are all useless. Absolutely useless. Eric, is Eric going to cling on though? Williams here from Slow Bros. It's Jesse. Was it Jesse? Jesse Bauer coming over the line. Kablamo.
Oh.
But there was a different Jesse. Do we have two Jesse Bauers? What the hell? He cloned himself.
That'd be really funny if you actually had like your power sources hooked up to different accounts.
I wondered why Jesse Bauer had a different tag in his name, but it was another. I don't know if it was Jesse, but another Bauer. Bauer on Bauer of violence. I hate to see it. Can I see Jesse Bauer? Jan Bauer. It was Jan Bauer, who is actually German. So I presume.
Right.
I actually haven't asked Jesse, because you're American. You probably don't even pronounce it Bauer, right? It's probably Boyer or something.
You're asking who? Jesse? Or Jan?
Oh, wow. Jan Bauer is Bauer. It's Bauer in German, of course it is. But you know, Americans always pronounce German names completely different. So,
all right, I got to go back to my threshold workout. Can I be excused?
Yes, bugger off.
Do I have to wait for the outro music?
Yes, you do. Sorry.
Okay,
just for continuity purposes. So, thank you everybody for joining us on our very experimental chase to the underground. We're gonna process the results, and probably make a few little tweaks here and there, and try and get it so that things work a little bit more smoothly. Maybe we'll find that some of those people at the top end and bottom end of the C's will end up moving out and going into a different category. We'll have to see. Oh, there you go. That's a bit better. That's a bit less chaotic. We'll have to see. But we'll definitely make some tweaks for next. We'll remove the power-ups because they're not supposed to be there. Yeah, thanks everybody for racing. We'll see you all again next week. Thank you, Becca, for joining and racing at the same time. It is much appreciated.
Have a great Friday night.
Oh, James pointed out I was supposed to change his name so his coach didn't find out. Yeah, that's why I should have been pronouncing Bauer. Maybe it's not right. Bauer. Jesse, you have to write in what is the American pronunciation for your surname, because maybe I said it wrong and his coach will never know anyway. So, but then Neeson, you say Neeson or Nyson?
Neeson.
Oh, there you go. So yours is right.
Don't say that too loud, German.
All right, we're going to head off. Thanks again, everyone, and we will see you again next week. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, wait for the outro music.
Yes, outro music.